All right guys, so first, usually I attack the fade first, but we're gonna start a little different. I'm gonna come in with the number 2 on the beard, and I'm gonna fade the beard into the hair on top. All right, so the first thing is my client's beard is already kind of nicely combed. It's not that tangly, so we just wanna comb it really, really fast. With my number 2 guard, using my Stylecraft Instinct Clipper, we're just gonna go in and just kind of clean everything up, guys. So you guys wanna go with the natural. All right, guys, so to start the beard fade, I'm gonna grab my trimmer, which is my Stylecraft Rebel. First thing, we wanna separate the beard from the sideburn area right here. Pretend like you're kind of giving him sideburns. We wanna go a finger's width right there. With my sharper trimmer now, we're gonna probably just hit halfway, have the halfway point right here to establish that baldness, that real baldness. The other trimmer was not zero gap. Lever open now, a finger. This measures the half. See, we have a 1 finger's width line right there that we wanna erase. So pretend like that's kind of like a side taper. So we're gonna start with our lever closed, and we're gonna go closed all the way to the open position. So first, hitting that beginning of the line with the lever closed. Open it a little bit, go a tiny bit higher. Wanna open it 3/4 and hit 3/4 way point of that line, and then open it all the way and hit the full thing again. And then if you guys want, just keep working that system until the line's completely blended. So now that we've blended out that first line, the next step is to grab our 1 guard lever open and do the same thing. We're going to finger's length, finger's width. Comb that out. Next, again, we want to close the lever, hit the beginning of the line right here. Once you guys do that, let's go midway, go a tiny bit higher. Open it all the way and kind of just rinse and repeat those steps, guys, until you guys are comfortable with the softening process of this line. So this doesn't fully blend out the line. To fully blend it out, we're gonna grab our half guard and repeat the process of going closed, right here hitting the beginning of the line. You guys see that little line right there? Slowly open it little by little. Once that's done, we want to grab our 1.5 guard and open up the lever, and we want to go a finger's length on top of that 1 guard lever open. So essentially we only used the 2 guard, so the biggest guard we're going to use is the 1.5. Just close it now. And just kind of hit those dark spots. You guys don't necessarily have to go close to open. You know, if it already blended out, just move on to the next step. A big mistake that probably a lot of barbers would make right here is cutting into this right here and just making the line right there. So we want to just keep it as full as possible. So we're starting right here. Essentially, most people would go right here, but I'm just trying to keep it as natural as possible right here from the side. He's a lot lighter right here at the top, so we're just gonna line him right here. Let's work on the mustache really quick now. You like keeping the inside kind of natural?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, cool. His beard grows in this direction, so I'm gonna drag the shaver against that direction of the hair growth. We already completed the beard fade and the beard lineup. The next step is gonna be to go ahead and create our first guideline. The first guideline is gonna run from right here. He wants like a drop fade, so you wanna keep into account that he does have a slightly smaller head, and the bulk starts right here at the ridge and it drops down. So this is a pretty tricky haircut, guys. So you wanna start right here, and we're gonna dip it towards the back of his occipital bone. Basically, we're splitting this in half right here. At the back side, we're kind of just like lining him up and pushing him. We're gonna grab our sharper trimmer, which is our hard trimmer, and we're gonna go up about 3/4 of what we just balded out with our soft trimmer, which was with the Rebel trimmer. This just helps us when we are gonna bald out this area, which is gonna be the last step. It just helps us not create a hard line. Lever open, we're gonna go a finger's width above. All right, so to blend this whole thing out, the line out, we're only gonna be working from the top of the ear towards the temple. The lever method we're gonna be doing today is gonna be called from open to closed. First, let's start with our lever open. Just make sure our full line is consistent and set. Now just double check. Once you guys are comfortable with that, let's go ahead and put our lever in the 3/4 position. Kind of feather up to the top of the line, not really hitting the top. Let's go midway now, and we're hitting the midway point of the line. A quarter closed now, we're almost all the way fully closed. Now let's go closed and hit the beginning of the line. So you see we blended this to this, now we could focus from here to here. Lever open all the way. 3/4. Midway. Basically, you're kind of hitting the middle part of this line right here. You're not going any higher. Just stay focused on that part of the line. Quarter. Basically, kind of hitting the beginning of the line. Let's close it all the way. Now with my lever open, we're gonna repeat the process again, going a finger above. And I'm feathering as I work my way up now, because I wanna keep some of that bulk. By feathering, I mean as you work your way up towards the line, you're kind of just grazing the hair. We have the 1 guard lever open guideline we're trying to blend out. We're gonna repeat the same process of going from the open to the closed lever position with the 1 guard. And this step is not necessarily going to blend out the line. It's just gonna soften it, so then we can go ahead and erase it using the 0.5 guard on the next step. So just always remember, 1 guard lever open takes 2 steps to erase. We worked on this. Now we're gonna work from here all the way over here. 3/4 open, graze up towards the top of the line. Midway point now of the line, of the lever. So we hit the midway point of this whole guideline right here. Let's go all the way closed now and hit the beginning of the line. Now staying in the same spot, let's go ahead and attach our half guard. We're gonna attack the midway point of this line right here with the lever 3/4 open. So you guys can see I'm only going, it's basically splitting it in half. Let's go ahead and close it a little bit. It's at the midway point. Let's go ahead and close it all the way now. My lever's all the way closed and we're hitting the beginning of the line right here. All right guys, my other clipper died, so we're done blending the 1 guard lever open. Now we're gonna work backwards, going from the biggest guard we're gonna use on the sides. We're gonna go from the 3 to the 2 to the 1.5. So right here, just gently grazing up right here and kind of scooping out. Being very careful, I wanna maintain some of that bulk on top. Using my JRL clippers with the 3 guard with the lever open, this makes the 3.5. I want to go maybe about 2 fingers above that 1 guard lever open. We worked that area. We gave ourselves about 2 fingers of room now. We're working our way backwards from the 3 guard lever open. Now we're gonna go with the 2 guard lever open. We're gonna go a finger above and hit this line right here. Just gently graze up. We're gonna close it and just touch the beginning of the line right here. When you touch it, you graze up. Touch it, graze up. All right, we're almost done blending backwards, guys. The last guard is the 1.5 with the lever open. Repeat kind of like the same process. We still see kind of like the hard line right here. We want to aim towards that hard line that you can barely see. Go up about a finger's width. I'm gonna go midway point. Only using about 2 teeth. These 2 teeth right here, rotating from the right to the left. And close it all the way now. Now I'm just gonna use 1 teeth, the corner right here. So for the C-cup lining, guys, you guys can see, he has like a pretty light C-cup. So we're just gonna try to keep it as natural as possible. Now we're gonna start here at the top. You guys see it's a lot more bulky on this side. So I'm gonna go in with my YS Par comb and these thinning shears by ULG. These are some pretty cheap thinning shears. They do the job though, so just make sure you get some of that bulk. As you keep grazing towards the top, you keep pulling away your comb. Working our way all the way back. Go ahead and saturate the hair real quick. So now what I'm gonna do, when I was looking at his hair dry, on the sides is where it was a little bit more bulkier. So we're just kind of gonna pinch the hair like this. We're not closing the scissors all the way through. Just gonna add a little bit of texture.